developments recently in that high-profile legal battle with a former stylist making shocking allegations against country music icon Garth Brooks. And on the latest episode of his Inside Studio G, Garth was overcome with emotion as he reflected on the darkest time of his life. On September 13th, Garth Brooks preemptively filed a lawsuit against his accuser, claiming the allegations were nothing more than a shakedown attempt. Then, word went public of the accuser's lawsuit. She claims back in 2019, when she was working as a stylist for Garth, she accompanied him on a trip from Nashville to Los Angeles for a music benefit event. She says she first noticed something was off when she boarded the private jet and realized it was only her and Garth traveling to LA and not the usual entourage. Then, upon their arrival, when it came time to get to the hotel, she realized that she and Garth would be staying together. She alleges that she attempted to get her own room, but Garth declined. And it was later that day in the room that she alleges that Garth sexually assaulted her, claims that Garth vehemently denies. The accuser was well known to Garth Brooks and his wife Trisha Yearwood. She started working for Trisha back in 1999. In 2005, Garth claims that the woman began working for him, but the accuser says she only started working for Garth in 2017, after working with his wife for many years. Over the summer in July, Garth Brooks would receive a letter from the accuser's lawyers. Then, in August, he would receive a second letter. And then in September, Garth would preemptively file that lawsuit. Garth strongly denied the allegations against him, writing, "For the last 2 months, I have been hassled to no end with threats, lies, and tragic tales of what my future would be if I did not write a check for many millions of dollars. It has been like having a loaded gun waved in my face. Hush money, no matter how much or how little, is still hush money. In my mind, that means I am admitting to behavior I am incapable of. Ugly acts no human should ever do to another. I want to play music tonight. I want to continue our good deeds going forward. It breaks my heart these wonderful things are in question now. I trust the system. I do not fear the truth, and I am not the man they have painted me to be." The attorney representing the accuser, Douglas H. Wigdor, responded saying, "It seems as though Sean Combs and Garth Brooks are using the same public relations team by attacking legitimate victims. We are very confident in our case, and over time the public will see his true character rather than his highly curated persona." Garth would later respond to the allegations on an episode of his show Inside Studio G, pointing out that the case could take quite some time to be resolved, and maintaining his innocence. And now, in a brand new development, Garth Brooks' attorneys have gotten the case moved from the state court into the federal system, and as USA Today reported, the case has now been assigned to a federal judge. Meanwhile, Brooks' attorneys have also asked the judge to dismiss the accuser's claims and have her refile in federal court in Mississippi, where he originally filed that preemptive suit back in September. An attorney who spoke to USA Today says that the suit could expedite the lawsuit and could possibly increase the chance of a dismissal. But there's obviously still a very long way to go on that front, and likely many more developments to come. But on the latest episode of Inside Studio G, Garth Brooks reflected on the darkest time in his life, and he was overcome with emotion.
One of the things you learn first is this whole anthology starts in probably the darkest time of my life. You're in the triangle of retiring. You're going to lose your marriage. You've lost your mama. It's just a dark period of time.
Throughout this process, Garth has repeatedly denied the allegations and stayed in the spotlight, continuing to host his show and play concerts for his devoted fans. Let us know what you think in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to CountryCast for the latest news and updates.